I started quilting back in the early 90s, 1990s, and at that point in time, I really didn't know anything about quilting. But if I seen something, I would gather whatever resourcefulness I had in my home of fabric and put something together. If I seen a pattern, I would take and do my put what I needed together to make a quilt. Okay, I'm very resourceful. I like to take pieces of fabric and manipulate them to get what I want, to get the art look that I want. I like the creativity that a piece of fabric will give me. If I see something that I might be able to use, that gives, it's eye-catching. I liked design before, and now I'm a little bit more in the geometric look. I usually buy something, and I usually come home with a couple yards of it. And then when I see a project that I might want to incorporate, I go into my stash and pull out what I have on hand. And that's pretty much how I build my pieces. My pieces are incorporated into what I have at home. Because if you go out, if you see a pattern and you want to duplicate a pattern, you cannot. At that point in time, you may not find everything that you want to go into it. So you come home and you dig into your stash and you go, oh, wow, here, this will work great. Oh, that color goes with that color. I have a very distinct vision, and a lot of times it's incorporating fabrics together, and maybe it's taking and maybe you make a square and you've got different pieces in it, and you've got different sizes in it, very, very narrow, maybe a little bit wider and all. And I'm thinking of the marine quilt that I made for my grandson, and then taking that and slashing it, just going through that square and slashing it and giving you another dimension, and then building around that. I know that I've taken stuff that my grandmother and grandfather had and incorporated into some of my quilts, and I've taken stuff that my mom had and incorporated into my quilts, because that gives me meaning. It's to me, it's the creativity that I can take a piece of fabric and create something with it, and I love the resourceful art look that I get out of it, and that has a very heartfelt feeling when I get finished with it. That makes the piece for me. You have to have a passion to stay with it. Like I've stayed with it over the years, or any of us that have quilted for a long time. It's a passion that we have, and as new artfulness keeps evolving, and the artistic ability that you see out there, it's like, can I get it to that level? I challenge myself. So that is the challenge that I have of building out there and grabbing whatever I can, taking a class here to incorporate it into what I want to accomplish. It's like gardening. It's watching it evolve. It's watching it come alive. It's taking care of it. It's nurturing it to that vision that you want.